If you're constantly telling yourself, just be stronger, or I just have to say no, you're actually making it harder to break the cycle. I'm going to give you 3 tips you can put into action right now to help you through the process of emotional eating so that you don't get off your weight loss goals and so you can stay on track. And if you can implement even one of these things, then you will be amazed at how much more control you have 1 week from now. And at the end, I'll share the thing that helped me the most to lose over 40 pounds now and get in the best shape of my life, even in my 30s. My name is Jay. I help people lose their first 10, 20, or 30 pounds and get their life back on track. If that sounds cool to you, go ahead and hit me a follow. Most people think emotional eating is a sign of weakness, but it's actually your brain trying to protect you from being overloaded by stress. So trying harder is not the answer. Number one, and this is really powerful, is what I call environmental design. I used to keep a tub of ice cream in my freezer at all times because I just wanted, a sweet treat throughout the day when I was feeling stressed or overwhelmed, and that one bite would turn into half the carton. Whatever your trigger food is, you need to be honest with yourself and you have to remove it from your environment. You can replace it with other things that don't do quite as much damage to your total caloric intake. But the best thing to do will be to replace it with less palatable foods like vegetables, something you can still grab out of the fridge and chew on, but something that's not honestly that good and won't blow your calorie goal for the whole day. Number two is the slow it down rule. Set a timer for 5 minutes when you feel like you have a craving and do something that helps give you dopamine. So go for a walk, even just do jumping jacks or push ups, call a friend, something that will replace that need for dopamine and calming your body. And over time, you can relearn new, healthier patterns than trying to get the dopamine from sugar and from calorie dense foods like sweet treats typically. And this one is actually really powerful, but when you do give into that emotional craving, I want you to replace the shame that you feel with curiosity. Just tell yourself that it's okay, that everybody makes mistakes, and you're doing this as a protective mechanism. If you hate yourself, then you're going to go right back into that cycle every single time. If you can, be gentle with yourself and write down what happened and how you were feeling immediately before. Because over time, you'll start to notice patterns. And then when you hit that pattern again, you'll know what to do next time. You can make a different decision. But if your awareness stays muted because it's an immediate response to go straight to that dopamine and that food, then you won't ever be able to break out of that cycle because you won't even be aware that it's happening. And what helped me the most to actually make progress on my weight loss journey is I had a coach who helped me get started in very small amounts. Now, I know you're going to laugh at me, but all I did was replace one highly calorie dense food with one lower calorie dense food. And I did 5 minutes of yoga per day because that was an attainable goal at the time. And that snowballed into completely changing my diet and my exercise routine. And now I barely recognize myself and I've never